Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2. When we last left off, we crushed a rebellion from the previous Earl of Perfedwald, and my son died, comatose in bed at the age of 4, which is very sad, leaving my first daughter in line to inherit. We're currently waiting on a claim to be fabricated in Dyfed, with this young Duke Owain and his the mayor of the Hobarth as the regent. He makes many of the major decisions. Regents can be horrible and have their own agendas. We can now change succession laws. We can only do this on certain conditions. Agnatic is very good if you only want males to inherit. That would annoy everyone of my two heirs, and would also present me in a losing situation because I have no sons. Absolute agnatic can only be done if I have certain religions, and that certain cultures. My bad. And there are absolute cognatic is women inherit on the same level as men. Can't have that one. Seniority means that the oldest member of your dynasty inherits. The oldest person will greatly approve, and everyone else will hate you. Elective monarchy means everybody of lower rank votes on the successor. And, yeah, I don't like elective. It's very popular with your vassals, but they don't tend to like it if you hold most of the territories, because you have the biggest vote, and you can de facto just vote yourself in every time. My favourite is primogeniture. The oldest child inherits all the titles you have. Your immediate successor will love this. The second daughter I have will despise this. But I'm going for it. Done. Now we have agnatic, cognatic, primogeniture. This child hates me. Apparently, this 2-year-old child is outraged at the change in succession laws. The child probably doesn't even understand what the succession laws are. It also lowers my demesne size. You gain a bonus to your demesne for having Gavelkind. And right now it's gone from 3 to 2. So we're going to change our steward, see if that makes a difference. The answer is no. I'm going to need to make another vassal. And right now I need to pick a good one. How many people are in my court? Is YOLO still alive? Oh, YOLO. I could actually make you a ruler. Where's Radnor? Is Radnor here? No, that's not Radnor. That's Radnor. I could make YOLO an actual... Although YOLO has some pretty terrible traits. Don't feel like having him become a vassal. Let's go through my court and see what there is. There are a few interesting people. There was a man... Who's he? No. I need someone who likes me a lot. And who doesn't have a title. You like me a lot, but you're old. You like me a bit and you're young. You're also celibate, which sort of ruins the prospect of having anyone carry on from you. You're arbitrary. He does like me 47. He is a title claimant, though. That's because... Yeah, let's not pick him. We don't want to give anyone who's a title claimant a position of power, do we? What about you? Madog. You're not a title claimant, but you're ambitious. You're absolutely fine until we give you power. When you're given power, Mr. Ambitious Man, you're going to want more. So, no on you. What about you? You're quite nice. Do you know what? You're pretty good. You're a very good warrior. You. How would you like to be the Count of Perfedwald? There you are. I have now sorted my problem. I've given this title to someone who actually likes me. He doesn't like the fact that there are maximum feudal levies. He doesn't like the fact that I have a female heir. But he does like the fact that I gave him a title. He is now a man of landed birth. And we're going to go back to having this guy here. Good. So now we just sit here and wait. And then he died. You're back as being steward. I'm so happy. My lord, he seems to be dead. Really, do you think? Right. I need a new steward. You, the man I've just put in charge there. Be my steward. Eek. That went terribly. So now we sit and wait. Just hoard money for now. Barracks are good. A longbow range would be better. Ooh, if I could afford a longbow range. Aha! My liege, my work in Dyfed seems to have come to fruition. By bribing, cajoling, extorting, threatening, and forging documents, I've managed to fabricate a claim on the county of Dyfed, presently held by Duke Owain III of de Hobarth. I leave it up to you whether to use it or not. Yes! Lose 40 gold, lose 100 prestige, gain a strong claim on Dyfed. He doesn't like me for a while. Oh no. You, good sir, have done very well, and I would like you to immediately start moving on a claim on Glamorgan. Oh, and you died! Admittedly, I did put you under house arrest, but you are dead. I am heartbroken. So your current levies are 900 men. I can raise a bit more than 900 men. How much gold do you have? You have 130 gold. But I do need to claim this territory if I'm to expand my power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to declare war on you. And claim Dyfed for myself. Do you want to come help me, King Ramiro the Fat? Really? What happened to the old king? Probably the same guy, but you didn't have that title, I think, last time. Okay, another war. This time we raise levies. We move on here. He raised 1,000 men. We're going to need help. What mercenaries are available for hire? I could raise 1,000 men. Is there a cheaper group of mercenaries lying around? No? 190 gold? 150 gold? You guys seem like the best ones. Godwin of Cornwall! What we need to do is ensure victory. And to be fair, we actually have more troops than him. This shouldn't be a problem. He can't join the war anyway. We have a decent morale. Is there a river? There are no rivers anywhere. There are no hills anywhere. We just march on him and hope that we win. Let's go. He has the high ground, but we have power. Excellent. And this time we got this warning saying, the mayor and the count of these two vassals here do not like the fact that we have their levies raised. They're a bit upset. But that's not a problem, because we've absolutely crushed this man. And now we just go and sit here on his territory and claim his castle. When he loses, he will no longer have his title anymore, and it will be ours. Whoops! You really shouldn't have launched a raid against the besiegers there, should you? So, that's pretty good. We have one territory secured out of the 6 needed to become the King of Wales. To be fair, we only actually need 2 duchies, so we only need to conquer this one. We only need Glamorgan, and to hold on to money. And we're good at holding on to money. We're pretty young. 27 years old. We have many years ahead of us if we want to become king. So we're just sat here, this massive giant knight. Oh, you killed my soldiers. Bandits! Why? Be on my side. I have a moustache. We're going to need to make another... Hooray, victory! Also, absolute victory. You are totally beaten. This county is now mine. Ha ha ha. My good sir, Gwynedd has expanded. Awesome. How many people do I have in my my prisons? Who are you? I don't even know who you are. Oh, you! You guys can stay in there for the moment. None of you can be ransomed anyway. But we need another vassal. We need a man who likes us a lot. And who isn't old. And who won't try and kill me. You're zealot. You're a zealot. That's decent if you're fighting against people of different religions. But in general, I try to avoid giving zealots titles. It's not a good precedent. What about you, Idwal? You're content, so it doesn't matter what other traits you have. Content is fine. You have a strong claim on many parts of my kingdom, though. So I think we might avoid you. Okay, who else have we got? Cadwal? You're the celibate one. Yeah, we don't want to have you having titles. What about you? You're not celibate, but you're ambitious. That does sort of ruin it a little. What about you? Arbitrary. Ugh. There are some really nasty people in my kingdom. What about you? My opinion of him is not great. His opinion of me, he's envious. I don't want him to be envious of my titles and have a way to deal with it. Put a 5-year-old in charge. I do not have anyone suitable. I might have to pick someone pretty much at random. Or someone undesirable. You, maybe? You know what? I think I'm actually going to pick you. You are temperate. You're cruel. You probably don't like me because I'm kind. No, he actually likes me because I'm kind. You know what? You can be the leader of Dyfed. Rule Dyfed. Yeah, plus 55. That's good. Excellent. That negative will slowly disappear. I think 1 point a month. So we've now conquered our first territory. We claimed that back and gave it to someone who liked us, and now we own Dyfed. Be merciful. There you are, and he very quickly got married. And very quickly got, his wife very quickly got pregnant. There are a couple of things I need. There are always a couple of things I need from the market stalls. So now we're waiting for our Chancellor to decide on another... oh, wow, you were old. Look at that epic beard you have there. So this man here has a lot of daughters. If I'd have had a son, I could have married them off, and we could have had an interesting situation there. But not to be. What's going on here? William the Conqueror is getting a bit old. His son is the Count of Maine. What disease was on here? Oh, it's gone, whatever it was. Or is it here now? Ah, typhoid! Lovely. Not lovely. Not lovely at all. A little more money and we'll have a longbow range. Isabel is dead. That's tragic. Pneumonia, I see. And someone else has died. Yeah. It is the medieval era. People die. Ooh, hello, my daughter and heir. She lacks a guardian. She has reached the age of 6, and is at this point that a guardian will come forward and guide and tutor her in the ways of the world. There is only one person I recommend in educating my heir and daughter, and that would be me. I do not trust the education to anyone else. She will make a fine queen. After a long search, you find the fabled warrior you've been looking for at a local inn. Reeking of spirits, the old man is soundly asleep under a table. His sword is of an unfamiliar make, and the man's appearance certainly betrays his Eastern origins. But could this really be the legendary fighter you seek? The innkeeper will not let him leave until someone pays the bill. I will pay 50 gold is a lot of money, but he's worth it. As the old man struggles to recover from his hangover, you explain in a quiet voice your quest to improve your martial ability. You ask if he would teach you. He breaks into laughter and winces from the headache this produces. Then it dawns on him that you aren't joking. Very well, Stefan-san. I promise teach. You promise learn. I say you do, no questions. You have a deal. My training begins. I will be made into a warrior yet. For now, I merely need to wait. And be patient. As is the way with many things. An old warrior from the east has settled down in your castle, and your training is proceeding well. One day, as you walk into his room, you see the man trying to catch a fly with a small pair of wooden sticks he insists on using whenever he eats. You inquire, and he explains, "Man who catch fly with chopstick can accomplish anything." And you're like, what? But I have gained martial. I'm gonna be trained by him a long time. You take a boat trip with the old warrior teacher on a nearby lake. As he fishes, you stand up in the boat and practice the moves he taught you. When am I going to learn how to punch, you ask? The man rocks the boat and you lose your footing, falling into the water. You resurface to the joy laughter. Learn how to punch after you learn how to keep dry. You all wet behind ear. Hey, my martial's gone up by to 1 now. He is teaching me. I am improving. He may be expensive. As dusk falls after an intense day of sparring, you watch the settling storm from the castle ramparts together with your warrior mentor. I teach you many things, Stefan-san says, but one important lesson is no get hit. The next morning your training concluded. The old warrior has departed your castle. No one saw him leave. Well, I suppose I learned something. We're now at 3 martial. And it costs 50 gold to basically gain 4 martial and some prestige. One cynical comment after another. I could not take it anymore. I even tried to bribe Princess Mayor so she would shut up and stop firing cynical remarks at me. Stop it! Stop it, please! Oh dear. There is some discord there. I fear my daughter Siwan is too cynical for her age. She is clear-sighted. This pretty much means I would like her to gain the cynical trait. No. I do not want her to gain the cynical trait, so I shall select the second option. She gains no trait. I do not want her to become cynical. Also, look at how more epic that moustache has come with age. At 30 it has grown into a fine moustache and a fine head of hair. So, better chance... No! I think my second daughter requires tutoring. And I think I'm actually going to tutor her as well. You never know what might happen with my first daughter. Let's go on. It's now 1081. My character is 30 years old. We've been going at the game so far for 14 years. And my wife is pregnant, which could completely change the dynamic of all that I'm doing right now if it's a son. Also, this man wants to marry my courtier. Who exactly is that? You have weak claims on things. You are the King of Scotland, though. I would not mind an alliance. I'm going to accept. It provides me with a vital non-ally, but it curries favour with the King of Scotland. See, allowed a marriage plus 10. That's fine. We're going to see exactly what kind of heir I have. Ooh. A couple things I need. My friend became aghast when I told him I had sent the miller's boy to a nearby city with my finest stallion. You will never see that horse again, he said, utterly convinced. But he is wrong, of course, for I am adamant that he will return with my horse. I am a trusting man. He will return. That I assure you. He's a good man. A good man, that boy. He'll return with the horse. Trust me. There's a war going on in England. Still against the French. Oh dear. Where am I? Who are these people? Oh, pretty colours. So tired. Zzz. I am no longer capable. My wife has been appointed as regent. I think at the moment we need to hope that pick someone with good traits. That's the best hope I can have right now. Good traits. If you find someone with good traits, they will teach my daughter, while I am physically completely incapable. I have just entered into the realms of incapability. At the tender age of 30, head injury or other mental disabilities, I'm not fit for any kind of work. I have a regent, who is my wife. I think at the tender age of 30, I'm reaching the end of my years. But I have an heir, who will hopefully carry on the prestigious family line. It's just a shame all this piety will not end up being used in the creation of the Kingdom of Wales. I might have to try another way. So, I'll catch you guys later. I'll see you then. Later.